the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Okay, give some credit to the team covering the kick, but boy, what was he thinking? Stay in the end zone, take the knee, and help out your offense. Instead, you put your team in a really precarious position.
They go play action now. Wilson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Browns 12-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Hey, let's go!
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14 to 7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Drive about to get started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Dancing to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Tackle made by Grover Stewart. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3-4 quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Off play action. Little. And he's got Pierce. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run here with Taylor. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
Again, Wilson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. To throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Little. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Off play action. Little. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. Touchdown! Mo Alley Cox, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Wilson on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked up by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his tech.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Martin Emerson. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. York on now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
24. Browns 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
To throw on third down, Little. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's got a man, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down, Browns.
York able to send this one through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Pierce has it knocked loose, and this is picked up by the Browns. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start, when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
A give left side to Robinson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 30. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on third and 5, third and 6, third and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Put down by Isaiah Rodgers.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Colts.
On 1st and 10, Little. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. Little. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's got some space here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to run.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Wilson. Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted. He'll buy some time right. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 13-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Lock it.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Here's Wilson to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz from 10 yards out. And the Browns have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard
Check,
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson being chased out left. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. The handoff to Ford up the middle. He'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Robinson on a give right side. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 113 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Little. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Little. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Pass complete to Pierce. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw again. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's got Pierce. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but Man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. He's got room at the 30. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 13 yards out. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily.